400 brake horsepower, the engine reacts in a different way. 360. And again, he does this sort of stuff at 30, 40 miles an hour. Constantly travelling sideways, constantly pressuring those tyres. If one of those blew, you can imagine what would happen. There you go, folks, that one's for you, pumping the brakes. Smoke coming off this thing. I was away then. Give it away up on the back there. And notice how he always does it there. Always racing the crowd. No messing around. It's like being a bird. Amazing. I love it. Ain't get closer than that. Try and get on the bonnet of this thing. Oh, not bad, not bad. At least 2 foot off there. Oh, that was close. Give a round of applause, come on. That was. See, I say that was close, Terry, but that wasn't that. That was nothing, was it? It was mere inches. When it gets down to the millimetres, that's when it gets close.
Yeah, exactly, as you know. Then it goes bang.
So how are you feeling? Do you think you're ready to do this?
Yeah, I'm getting closer. Still going to carry on messing about for a minute and then we'll go for it.
Because how's the rubber that obviously all these drift guys are laying down today, how does that affect the grip?
It does, obviously, you know, every 2 seconds it's changing. There's, you know, a lot of grip in some areas and it's absolutely rubbish in others. So you're on and off the clutch all the time, on and off the throttle. It's what my job's interesting.
Yes, it is. I find it interesting. Right, so looks like he's going to get back in the Legend. And we're going to warm up to replicate this world record that Terry holds. Like I say, he's got 15. Most don't actually go in a minute. All this sort of stuff. The amount of race suits you can get in one wardrobe. Oh yes, he's got all the proper world records, as they'll tell. The world's flashiest motorhome. Have you seen his trailer that he's got on the back of this motorhome? It's hidden in behind the concrete block there. It's got big windows in the side of it. It almost looks like a mobile swimming pool. I'd love to see it go around the M25 full of water and Playgirl bunnies or something. That's not very rock and roll, is it, eh? That's not very rock and roll, is it? Push starting a stunt driver.
Surprised how heavy it is, though.
Yeah, it's the diff in it as well. Not welded, I don't think, but... Right. So it sounds like it's running a little bit rough there. Let's see. So Terry, once again, like you heard him say, you just see this arena, we've got huge patches of burnt rubber, which make it very sticky. Then we've got the tarmac, which isn't quite sticky. So he's actually going to be quite careful as to where he picks his spot to do the stunts. There you go. YouTube, Facebook, Talent Classic for Terry Braun 2011. Good on ya. Nice one. See, it's that close you had to climb up over the back of the car to get back in it. Now remember as well, this world record replica that Terry's going to do for us, it's after doing all these stunts. It's not like he's getting it fresh or anything like this. He's just been performing for 20 minutes, half an hour already. Right, it's going to go and warm the car, make sure it's all good. I think he needs to actually cool it down now. Where it's been sat doing those donuts and stunts, it's maybe got a little bit hot. But obviously what Terry's going to do next is going to actually set the car up to a spin. Now, Terry did blow an engine up here a couple of years ago when it got super hot. So he just needs to get some air through the car. He's just stretching himself now as well. This is very tricky what he's going to do for us, and it is literally, it's a genuine, in the Guinness Book of Records, world record. Look it up when you get home, go online and you'll see it. If the legend is nice and cool, I'm of course talking about the car. Sat still. How's it looking, Terry? Yeah, feeling pretty confident. What Terry's got here is a wheel. He's got an air gun or an electric powered wheel torque.
Where he is.
And he's got a breaker bar.
We're just getting it ready.
So he's just going to set up from for this. And what he's going to do is set the car up, and then he's going to change the wheel on the car whilst it's doing the donuts.
He leaves the car in a donut.
That's pretty impressive stuff. Let's face it. You know, as a party trick goes, mine is downing a can of Coke, going around a room and being sick. This is one of Terry's. Okay, you ready? Yep. And this is actually quite serious now, folks. Terry does mess around, he does have a good laugh, but you'll see how dangerous this stunt is he's going to do, and how just physically demanding as well. Like I said, if you stand on the spot, spin around for 10 seconds, you get dizzy. This is going to take minutes, not seconds. So this is why Terry Braun is performing here for his state. World-class form, picking his spots. And there it is. So, sets the car up, gets the lock on, locks off the steering, locks off the throttle. You can see him just tapping the hand throttle there, building the speed up. So that car is now in a donut. Now, running back over to pick up the gun. Now he has to get it back onto the car. But how's he going to jack it up? Well, Terry has got a jack built into the front wing that raises the front corner of the car up and lifts the wheel off the ground. So now, there are only 3 wheels in contact. You can see how the car speeds up a little bit as soon as it reduces the drag on the front end. It's now been spinning for about 30-40 seconds. Now, the only 2 wheels which have really got contact with the ground are spinning themselves and forcing the car around. Again, Terry is spinning around. He's undoing the wheel nuts, putting them in his mouth, because let's face it, he kind of needs
sick. Yeah, I get the big thing with that is I get really dizzy because I have to concentrate on the wheel nuts. And I'm right-handed, I'm trying to put them on with my left hand. If you've ever tried that, it's really difficult.
I was saying to the guys, if you stand still in one spot and move around for 10 seconds, you get dizzy. You try and put a wheel on a car straight on, it's hard enough. You're doing it at arm's length, and like you say, you're right-handed.
Yeah, right-handed. It's all about technique as well. I mean, you try and pick an alley wheel up with a tyre on it, it's heavy. And I have to lift it up and get it on the wheel studs. So I have to get the bounce on the floor, and that just helps me lock it up there.
Mate, as impressive as ever, and I'm sure you'll agree, folks, that was 8 whole world records. How you feeling then, mate?
Well, let's carry on, eh? There's people sitting on the bank, they're enjoying themselves. We've got a show, let's just finish off.
Let's crack on then, so folks, a few more stunts. Yeah?